Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Welcome to PENDREAM TV, your #1 political news channel. Today, we dive into a shocking new revelation as Allista dropped a fresh leak, exposing the names of some former NPP appointees who are engaged in fresh scandals, and also wish the sacked CJ farewell goodbye to her. This twist is shaking the political landscape, and we have got all the details right here. So stay tuned.
Oh yeah, senior political analyst Kofi Abusia Penny so no so a member of the NDC National Communication Team. Allista Kwaba. Na bibi abokodi.
Our divine selection of Friday Yamini Dan.
And come on, you born last Friday wa ha efa the chief fire officer building. And my lance hon semino ekosi saying ansana General Glover so et saying
yo me das.
But we mama me ansan se me go bamba so
yo me das ni akonya odi amama. Na your platform is so papa. Last week Friday betra how the chief fire officer's residence was under siege. Ankrofobi Makabomu allegedly Kanana KK Amwa Douglas Nipe Promo Lands Commission, and then the chief director, I'm repeating it, the chief director Reverend Steve Yao say allegedly they are complicit with all these transactions that have been going on at the Lands Commission in order to take the chief fire officer's residence. Na say director of police operations COP Gaiba Onusudifie is under siege.
Police for dying.
Yes, police for dying. Director of operations we Minister of Interior move. Then Nadbo boss and so Nanka Mojini Fie.
Fire officer, the chief fire officer, then the national security.
Once they have gone there to secure the place, Muntaka and Razak have sent their men there to secure the place, and now the renovation is ongoing and quickly they'll finish. And Madame will be able to go back to her residence to be able to help reset the fire service. And American then Nadbo too, Omufie came under Nomu Pesomuvia. And also Nadbo boss they fought back. Now then look at the prison's property, which is the land opposite the police hospital. Prisons for the that one too has been sold. So we have to get up and prevent it. Prisons for Assassin.
Opposite police hospital.
Yes, opposite the police hospital. Then the judicial service so almost high court judges. I don't know why they are talking. They are not talking. I don't know why. And those that's what I'm saying. Then speak at the end so as I do enjoy it. It's a see we are watching. Then if you watch the Ghana Water Company, so chief regional manager Fie Kumasi
Ashanti region. Okay.
Amudia see residents apartments. I Jeff from them. We must reverse. We must reverse all that. Now me my body. Allegedly, KK Amwa, Douglas Pepra, the chief director, Reverend Steve Yao, or say at the Ministry for Works and Housing. Matikra so can omo Singapore no mon sign that mon to be investigating because it's chief fire officer there say or no and the trans say the fire service must accept that they should move and be relocated elsewhere. Allegedly. What to be that? Manim Basusa, ain't he? Send the Americano. Yes, sorry, oil must not stop. Once the vehicle started, other than that, they will take over all our state lands and we'll have nothing for this state to run on. Then, General Glover, Ashon Nanan. General.
Papa, we salute you.
We salute you. One say, is a hard-working guy.
Yes.
One-star general. The catcher.
Yes.
The guy named Krami Bodia, the dead dollar, still bender. Yes, he does not play with his work.
No.
And look at what he has done. When Trani office Keke Wakra, he decided to move to the OT and the whole regions.
Okay.
In order that it was a multifaceted strategic visit to go and assess operational effectiveness of some of the areas that their border posts for the customs that they take collections and other things. And it was also to interact with the officers. You understand? Have a debate with them, know from them their first-hand problems, and see areas where he can plug in the holes and improve them quickly. And then thirdly, also, he donated logistics to help them to improve upon the collections. They have a target this year. And because the city is doing well against the dollar, they're under pressure to meet their CD component of it. Okay. But if you look at the dollar side, they are doing so well. So he went round, I told you the other time, that is an organizational and development expert. So these visits to these areas, some of the areas where he visited, were in the OT region, the OT collection point. In the Volta region, he went to a village called Honuta. It's a border post. Okay. Then he went to Nive. Then he went to Shia. Then he went to Minosu. Those places. He went to learn of their operational challenges at first hand. As head of the customs, he should be sitting in Accra. But these are some of his border posts in the whole and OT region. So he decided to visit them. He didn't go to the normal ones. They are Flau and the Sankasi.
The main border.
Yes, but he went to places that needed help. And needed support, and he gave them logistics. And if you go and check, the sector commanders have been happy by his visit. They are encouraged, their morale has been boosted, and they have promised to exceed what they have decided to collect for this state. Also, Makacha will say, coming to the job, he had a lot of experience, and they had a task to perform. Government has asked him to come and reset the customs division for its organizational structure to be up and doing, to be able to meet their revenue targets in these modern times, to support the GRA also to meet their revenue targets. Iti wambakeke on trankra MFND Customs General Obeko from OT and Ho that he has done. There are other border posts in the Côte d'Ivoire, border line with the Côte d'Ivoire place. He will also go there. That one too with the Burkina. He will also go there to assess at first hand, because like I told you, he wants to know the operational difficulties and then to understand the work they do on the daily basis, and also to boost morale, to encourage them to perform above themselves at all times. You understand, when duty calls, so that the government will be able to realize, or the customs will be able to realize his revenue targets. And like I told you, in March when he was appointed, some of his when he decided to reset the place, this is what he said: implementing key changes to improve efficiency and effectiveness in the custom operations, and then to increase revenue generation, and then bring about his military focus and discipline for efficiency in the customs division. So by these visits, you clearly see that he's on course by what he set out to do when he took up the job on 23rd March. And I want to encourage him. He should look at ICAMS. ICAMS can do better. We have heard of issues of allegations of connivance that customs officials and ICAMS they do to make the government to lose revenue. He should look at that place very, very well. They declare that goods are going to Côte d'Ivoire, or they are going to Abidjan, or somewhere they are going to Burkina, and along the route they divert and go to some warehouses and other things, and then government loses revenue. He should look at that. And it's good that he has been able to attend to the one-stop border post, like he visited in the whole NOT regions, you understand, to know exactly what their problems are. And also, his visit will streamline border crossing procedures and to reduce clearance time, so that people will not congest at the borders and to be able to pass quickly, and so that his action plan, like I said, is in place. And customs must support him. He didn't go to Aflao. He didn't go to Sankasi. Like I said, he went to the smaller border posts in order to assert them, and whatever he did for them, the sector commanders are happy. Now, Unya, Eyamete, Mr. Daebi na Diana Meka, former propaganda secretary of the Eastern Region, former chairman of the Eastern Region, then Ghana Tourist Board Authority CEO, then regional minister for Eastern and Greater Accra. Correct. Then Minister for Local Governments, then Chief of Staff 2014 to 2016, then currently Chief of Staff in 2025. Look, it is not for nothing. Julius Debrah. Read Isaiah 46:11. I'm saying read Isaiah 46:11. Okay. Nobody should misconstrue the hard work that Julius Debrah is doing to help his brother and confidant John Dramani Mahama to succeed. Wherever he goes, he puts out the reset agenda ahead of all other things. Nobody should misinterpret his health works. When he started politics, you can go and check in the Eastern region. When he wanted to be PC in Suhum, it was some of these works. I had to leave Accra to join them. When we lost elections in 2016, when we were trying to reorganize, it was these regional works that he organized that brought the party together for us to go. So remember, a healthy body and a sound mind will grow a wealthy nation. Yes, Isaiah 46:11. Okay. Julius the Great. You understand what I'm talking about? Okay. Yes. So his work that he's doing is in line and focused with the reset agenda of John Dramani Mahama. He wants Mahama to succeed. And if, like I said, he goes out on Saturdays or weekends to exercise, look at the advantages. Party people who officially will not be able to see him in the office will have the chance to see him doing those works. and engage with him and tell them their problems. It's not all the problems that are official. Some of them, they are personal, and if you see the person personally. So it goes a long way to improve party relations by what he's doing, by his work and all that. Recently, he gave seed money of 500,000 to women in Medina. So for me, Chief Julius Debrah, don't stop at anything. Don't listen to any cacophony of noises. Be focused at your work in making sure John Dramani Mahama succeed. The reward will come. You have been loyal to this party. You have been in former President Jerry John Rawlings. The pictures are there. You can see. You have been in former President Professor Mills. You have been in John Dramani Mahama in power. You've gone to opposition. You have been with him in 8 years. You are back with him in power. And you told the story to us that at the Professor Mills lecture, you told us that you were expecting to be made regional minister. You had been asked by Bibaku Mensah to bring your CV. Then you took your CV. Eventually, you didn't get the job. But look, Professor Mills called you through his brother, CC, that, when I look at the situation, it is you, Julius. I want to make to me the IO. Why? Because you have the patience and temerity. Wow. Professor Mills couldn't make him Eastern Regional Minister. But because of temerity and patience, later on, John Dramani Mahama became president and made him minister for the Eastern region. So as for Chief Julius Debrah, he's one patient politician that the people love. We love him to the core. And we are supporting him. And Professor Nana Jane, wherever she is, I believe she's strong and she's in good health. Nobody should allude anything to Professor Nana Jane. I'm saying these things on the fact that over the weekend, I had an argument with somebody telling me that, Professor Nana Jane is too old. Look, age. Nana, don't look at him. No cry, no aqua, no cry, no you cry, no, or nobody president. Now, your mammy or no one dear. So pair. Now, you better next year. Why never to make a baby? She's next in line. Nobody should deceive themselves. The NDC has a succession plan. So she's next in line. We must support her. Unless she has the opportunity to say, I will not run. Then we can say. So it is not time yet for anybody to think that we are running for anything. The agenda now is to support John Dramani Mahama to succeed. Allista Nelson, I don't want to be party to any faction anywhere. I want to be focused to help the reset agenda of John Dramani Mahama. And when we succeed in 2028, we will hand over the mantle to the successor and we'll go on to victory in 2028. And it will shock everybody. So what is your dream? My dream, like I told you, Isaiah 46:11, Julius the Great, propaganda secretary, regional chairperson, CEO tourist authority, local government minister, Greater Accra and Eastern regional minister, chief of staff 2014-2016, chief of staff 2025, and he's supporting John Mahama's research agenda everywhere. You see him on the platform, giving speeches and other things. And then when he does his health work, like I told you, it is an opportunity to open his doors for party people who officially cannot see him doing work, to be able to interact and then share their problems. And then if he has solutions for them, like he always has, in order to help the party, to sustain the party, so that going forward we'll be able to win the elections hands down. Let nobody allude anything to his works and his health works, because a healthy body, a sound mind will create a wealthy nation.
For consideration as a Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, say Mabetom Biom is a sacked a Chief Justice, Gertrude Arba Tokunu. Says your press will be to me, say on your Chief Justice, Justice of the Supreme Court, the Apex Court of the Land. Edin Sembebre, Abba, a fan and a sack and a honomeko. Allista in Shasso. Yo,
Medasinia Quenya. Now, CJ na ye no your friend is simple. Me referring this says here you are saying who Sabato no referring this says here bye madam Saba bye Kofi na contract me too for wentie we catch yourself resigning me too for wentie na so den ono ontie futu afenyo mark asem buy time na NPP for power no okay bibia nipa to me by 2:00 by an hour's time now I am panel. If you say who to can go with your security now, security no so on so yes can coffee because no about home buy. Don't find question the bush. Even if they travel the per diem, it goes to improve their salary and other things. Now I can follow Uku and I can follow Ma. If you say when yati, the law is the law is the law. No by present and past. But your past participle and the chain, no. Because you are not the final authority. You swear the state sword, you owe it upon the state. Until once the petition went through, the people sat down, the Council of State sat down, whether there was a dissension from one of them or not, there are 30 or something of them. So that one, it is neither here nor there. And it even betrays a certain character. says any panel decently eventually Atina Noasem or no kind calls for investigation during her time as Chief Justice. Maybe or it went in the same way. No, yeah, wanka. It was Rosa Yaka way and the law no the emperor, Udiboni emperor, and Tibiana and Uno Srono. Now, maybe so, CJ now or Casano say anka a infirmity of mind, say anka na dream enye sebi, and anka yena as Chief Justice and Obekose and Sam Fan Brand say on the judge of the Superior Court now.
Yeah, Simon.
Maybe so. Say yare no yare, and then no to me here Juma, and yena as Chief Justice. Obeko Court to Akase Yemfanimra as judge of the Superior Court now. Maybe so. I'm asking you, if it was lack of competence, any you are, we become insubordination, and you. The amount who could be Chief Justice is by virtue of your presence or as Justice of the Superior Court. Any they promote you. You're not the most senior person, but you're the most partisan colored person when it came to the NPP. That is why Nanado gave you the job. Not that you're competent over Gabriel Pamwa Scott or you're better than Bafuboni. You understand? Yes, they will fire your seniors, but it's because of some partisan inclination. That is why you got the job. And you showed it. You demonstrated it. You almost took this country to some war. When Afenyo Markin came to your court that afternoon, you tried to run short Parliament's power when you knew you didn't have that authority to do what you did. All these things, what were you doing? You were sacking yourself. Now one out Madam, you ready? To be the headmaster by virtue of your position as a master in the school, maybe economics master, and now you're a physics master. No, I could rise, I could be headmaster. Now the registration fees are now nowhere do over no more. Near you were there. Osime Saba back to school now, mathematics. Why the befoul? I'm asking you. GS has sacked you. Yes, it has played everywhere. If you are insubordinate and you are sacked from the national team as captain of the national team, you don't go and beg that you want to come and play again in the national team as a player, ordinary player. It's him panicho. Maybe you're the assembly fan. I say maybe there's so much illogic now that she's out of where the power is. She's demonstrating too much illogic and lack of common sense. The law is based on logic and common sense. Okay. Now she's left the law and then she's demonstrating what I called Obika gymnastics. She should stop it and go and sit somewhere because look at the man you mentioned, Paul Bafuboni. Yes, he started in Kumasi Circuit Court before he rose to become the district court. Then he came to the High Court. Then he came to the Appeals Court. And his writings in Appeals Court, you can Google him and you see his judgment. Fair-minded person. So it was not for nothing that J. Kufuor was forced under the circumstances to bring him to the Supreme Court in 2008. He has been there for 17 years now.
Wow.
What experience has he not gathered?
Our experience.
Yes. So he's just on top of the issues to do the job. And I hope that he will take the bull by the horns. We want to reset the agenda at the judiciary. And being there for a long time, over periods of, from 2008, he saw J. Kufuor, he saw Professor Mills, he saw John Mahama first one, he saw Nanado 1 and 2, and he has come to see John Mahama again. He has transcended 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 presidents. So he has the experience of the judiciary to be able to put the judicial service first in its perspective to deliver justice to the people and be able to support the courts around the system and also introduce the public tribunal system. He is better positioned to manage that public tribunal system. And we want to see people go to prison for their political offenses. Justice Bafuboni, people have stolen from the state and they have the effrontery to run around and roughshod and call lawyers to come and defend them. Say, I want to plead with your office. As for me, I've sworn you in already way back. I sat on this show to swear him in. Yes. Way back. You understand? And I believe you will do a justiciable job at the judiciary. And when people hear judgments come from the judiciary, they will be satisfied that indeed there's a reset agenda. And there's a gentleman at the job. A gentleman who believes in true justice for the state, not a partisan and colored one. You will see the kind of judgments that will come out from him when he panels. You will see the kind of things that will come out. And I'm sure, working in hand with the state, he'll be able to succeed. I wish what do you call it? The Council of State will scrutinize him as they should, and I'm sure he'll go through the test easily. People say he has 1.5 years when he becomes Chief Justice. It does not matter the days he'll be there. he has to be there already or no atinasu from South 2023 now ACC no all 15 years no a senior most judge bypassing no enti emrepano yankopon nenim this is the right time and as it has come he must utilize it for Ghanaians to believe in the judiciary and believe in the justice delivery system because no matter bebre Ghana for ya in comfort disika but they have temporary relief and they are walking around but I know that justice delayed would never be denied the ordinary people of Ghana who believe that the NDC is here to set the agenda to get people and prevent others from stealing in national life when they get the opportunity to serve the state. Inti with that Oman Peniasi, Professor Paul Bafuboni, Nigeria suye prison spending until if you know better papa and I wish them well. I wish that he will succeed at the job. I know that God is with him and he will succeed.
Allista Nelson Tahiru Medana.
He has also reacted to the Galamsey Wahala and disagreeing with the views of the NPP, calling for state emergency to be declared. Which I want you to listen as well and drop your comment or your view of what he is saying. Thank you.
First of all, so because you declare state of emergency, what is the state of emergency or Mocha about? The number of districts in Ghana they are involved in mining. Have you gone to look at the map? Have you seen the vastness of the areas that you are talking about? Then when you declare state of emergency, then it means that every economic activity will have to come under surveillance and curfew. So the effects on the economy in those areas. So yes, have we exhausted the laws that we have? Have we been able to put the agencies that are available to stop Galamsey together to do it? So if you have been able to do this, or we are doing this, let us see whether it is true. Look at the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Kofi Amabua. Oboni Dian, now what you say, committed to the work down to earth. You see him very slow, but committed to seeing the end of Galamsey. He has set up his blue water guards. They have started achieving results within the Zulezu area. Recently, the river, one of the rivers that flows,
Cobra.
Yes, that one of them that even flows through his own hometown. Is being cleansed, and you can see that the turbidity is reducing for them to be able to use. So, apart from that ministry, you will see the gold board. They have set up NIMOS, which is also working. They have been resourced by Sami Jemfi, the indefatigable CEO of the founding CEO of the Gold Board. Is NIMOS, the National Anti-Illegal Mining Organization that they have set up. They have given them vehicles. They have given an amount of 5 million to be able to chase up operations of Galamseyers. They have entered the Nimre forest, among other forests, and they have been able to uproot the miners and Galamseyers from there. And soon they have a tree for life. And going to grow trees in those forests to recover those forests that they have done. Then you look at the police. They are also involved with the work. The IGP has released his men to help in the fight against Galamsey. Not only that, the army are also involved. The army itself, the navy, is on our waters helping to clear the chamfines which are on our river bodies, among others. It is the Air Force which I'm yet to see. And like I've told you, once we start flying drones across our river bodies, we will need the Air Force, the Z9s that are far away in Takrady, and the MI-17s that are in Accra. They must be put to use, must be used to scare the miners. They must be able to deck low when they fly across our rivers, so that they scare the miners to leave whatever illegal activity they are doing. So for me, one, the interagency coordination already which is going on amongst the state agencies that are supposed to stop Galamsey, the Minerals Commission, I've mentioned the immigration services, when we catch the foreigners and other things, what they do, the army itself, the navy, and like I've told you, Sami Jemfi's NIMOS, the minister's blue water guards, the Environmental Protection Agency, the Ministry of Environment, all these efforts to even bring about responsible community mining projects tells us that the government is on course. On that fateful Wednesday morning, which is exactly 6 weeks today, if you see my post, I was weeping this morning. It's exactly 42 days today. Government had to send this high-powered delegation. Yes, to represent it. In Obuasi, far away, to be able to have alternative livelihoods for Galamseyers to be able to join the responsible cooperative mining. Then a two eight state nationals, 8 committed persons, 3 aircraft flyers and 5 government officials. Look at their credentials. Look at the squadron leader, his family. Look at the young man, Maniem, the flying officer. You understand? And then look at the flight sergeant. Then you look at Dr. Kofi Omani Buamai Duet. Then you look at Mutala, then Lemuna, Muniru. Then look at Dr. Tusapon, and the young man Abuaji. All of them committed wholeheartedly towards seeing the end of Galamsey. So nobody should sit anywhere, go on any misguided demonstrations to say the NDC is sitting aloof. How many licenses did Nanado give for people to enter a forest? Was it not the one who promulgated Act 2462 to allow his own party apparatchiks? In only 1 year, he gave 2,000 licenses. In another year, he gave 864. In another year, he gave 680 something. Just for his party people to enter the forest, clear it, destroy our water bodies, steal the gold, and go and sell it on their own and make profits. Not even selling the gold to the Precious Minerals Marketing Board at the time, but even selling to smugglers, amongst other things. And we even lose the value of the gold. Citizens don't benefit from it. Today, look at what is happening. We have rationalized the gold sector. The founding CEO, Sami Jemfie Square, is working hard. Sierra Leone has run all the way from Sierra Leone to here to come and learn at first hand how we have been able to rationalize our gold sector for citizens in this country to benefit from gold mining as it is and all its minerals. Sierra Leone went to war because of their minerals. So their Minister of Finance came here to learn at first hand, exchange pleasantries with Sami Jemfi, and learn at his feet how he's able to make the success at the gold board for government to make so much gains with what they are doing. So if you sit back and you say that government should declare state of emergency, you want to promulgate Act 246, and you brought your party people, your party chairpersons in your various regions and districts to be part of a mining process. Community mining.
Constituency chairman.
Yes.
Organizer.
Yes.
Secretary.
And no man bury for mining. Send what to be that? So they don't give advantage to the others. And like I've said, this is a community approach to resolving the problem. Most of the Galamsey sites that you see, they have chiefs there. They have DCs there. Why don't we use the local authority to be able to challenge the status quo and stop the Galamsey? And most of the Galamseyers you see, most of them are foreigners. They are either from Burkina Faso, Togo, or they are coming from Cote d'Ivoire. They are stronger than us. So they are engaged in the hardcore pickle axe and shovel work. You can go and find out. So let's find a way, like I said. Because JM has demonstrated the most important ingredient in stopping the Galamsey fight, which is the political will that he has demonstrated so far. And like I said, through his state agencies that are interlinked together, the ministry itself, lands and natural resources, among other agencies that have come together to support the gold board, the immigration services to deal with foreigners who are caught in the Galamsey, the navy who's on our river bodies to clear the chamfines, the Ghana Armed Forces who are also in the bush chasing people from the forest, among others. It tells you that success is at the end of this battle. No amount of useless demonstrations yesterday. Where demonstration tramadol ni demonstration. The people said it. They didn't know what you had invited them for. Yes, you just bring them on the street that they are going for a meeting. Then all of a sudden they have been walking Why do you want to use people? You want to deceive people to get power and to enrich yourself? She march lead demonstration. She said no bolo. No, hey, I don't know moja. No, we have to chase them for our money. This one to do say most of them 7-8 years ago we saw their pictures.
Oh yes.
Who were they? Look at their gaffe now. You see that this is a clear case of a show of a group of people who have temporary relief from stealing from the state and walking around and want to flaunt what they have stolen from us and show it off on the street. What did they come and do? What resolution? When the IGP Kokasa, look at how you are talking to the Inspector General of Police. Could anybody have done that to that Dan Parry who left power? That Dan Parry guy, or no partisan police officer? Could anybody have spoken to him the way you spoke to Yoonu? Yoonu has shown professionalism. Yes, in that this is the second time somebody from the Krobo area has been made IGP. Here, Timagite was the first one. It's a Yemfa need map Yoonu Obunu. It's Yembuya who say the Nekasa. Let's show respect to him. You say he didn't respond professionally. He's a solid guy. He's on top of his job and will not mind these nuances. After presenting your this thing, what happened again? Munko Mufi. They anchor the Namu Yahumuto. They say Tomadon, I'm going to tell you.
Yes, went to me and found could be say Yensu. Will be the 8 months, I over Castle.
What I said, although the 8 years not to Abna, I say a quiet Yensu will be 8 months. 8 months, you say on your magic. You couldn't background your coup, Sojani, who was trying to prevent Galamsey. You couldn't bring justice to it to an end. Look at you. So they be American on your jam dodo. Almost freedom of freedom of speech. And Kabadisa a bit Dayeji prison, a bit Akuse. Now Kabadisa Munamu and Chum, Musika no more Yaw Mainumuno. And Kabu face trouble with prison by this time. Because just send a prison hiding. The catch that will go and see how difficult the place is. Kabadisa, what trouble you have to a man that female in Sawam. And now your Mako Samanka baby, or Domu Kwefum, and now your Mako Ankafu. And next time when they get political opportunity, no lessons. Like don't gang up and come and show off their pot bellies like they did yesterday. Very insulting. Look at them. Mufi say ekwala. Mufi say ekwala. Well, your man is kind of some of funu. Na me de bia meka ye ba juma funu. Mu de mu pa mo tra na mo twe. Mo funu ye ba ju won sit down. Look, there's a reset. I'm telling you, football is not coming to joke. We're on course, and I'm telling you, anybody who has taken a peswa from this country will pay for it. All the get your show within 2 weeks. When you number phone, yeah, chairman. Me, I will never renege in supporting the government in this fight against Galamsey. And I'm not the person who has the government to go for what do you call it? A state of emergency. Someone here to you, say to you, so they have given it to their Galamsey. So if you go and you want to, shoot on sight, they also shoot back. They have ammunition, so that they throw this country into your money. No man, basa. Now we take you over. Don't let us give them that advantage. Let's go by the laws and let's effectively resolve the Galamsey matter and put an end to it. Me, my catcher from 1691, we have been struggling to stop this Galamsey menace. It is not today. And we have come a long way. Don't let us stop. Don't let us relent. This is the time for us to all get together. Look at its effect on cocoa. Look at what has happened to cocoa. There's a town in Japan, Minamata. If you find out there was a chemical explosion and it went into the water that they were drinking, poisoned the fishes. The other citizens didn't know. With time, they were developing, crooked fingers, crooked feet, and their children were giving birth to deformed babies, among others. They realized too late. Don't let us sit down to realize too late the importance of making sure that our water bodies are not poisoned. We can regenerate and put life back into our water bodies. I was sitting down yesterday. The water flows from a certain mountain range and comes down. Why don't we drain the water in this valley as we have it now to allow for the fresh one to flow through? You understand? Because they raffle the water and then they sump up the sand and then go and take the gold. Can we not have a way to OTSA so that we now get fresh water which appears from the mountain itself that flows to become the river to now start flowing? Because we say we are stopping the Galamsey on our water body. So we must be able.
They can drain it.
Yeah, you must be able to do it.
Yes, dredge it,
and then redirect it to pass somewhere, and then get the new water to pass and put life in the water. It is possible. Environmentalists, plenty people are there to help with this thing. I think that this is the right time to take the bull by the horns in order to resolve the Galamsey matter once and for all. Article 246 nipa bi Charles your friend is saying or PPP my friend is saying Charles Usu onu su bagani minor me ami nipa na forestry they enter the forestry allegedly
or the Achimota
how
Achimota portion
Achimota forest you know the essence of the Achimota forest for national life. Look, the mountain range I walk up in Togo ranges in Soto Oswa, the seepage point that was intentionally, deliberately grown by Gadisberg was Achimota forest in order that it will sip the water which was flowing all the way from the mountain ranges into its forest ground so that it will not flood Accra. Into Nyansapo to bring the Achimota forest and position it where it has been positioned. Remember, I was in Achimota school. I was a compound prefect. I read documents surrounding the formation of the forest. It was not for nothing. If you go to California, lizards that appear in that forest are also in California. So they come all the way to come and harvest them from here. It gives us foreign exchange. So why do you destroy that Achimota forest? This will be our own name, Abakwasema, our own Nyansa, or Mino. and obey quiet Muslim media because say no for greed. Let me go and take the gold. The gold, if I bring it, I won't sell it to PMMC. I'll smuggle it through the Indians, and then the country will lose everything, lose the environment, lose the revenue. Me myself that I'm selling it, I'll be cheated by the Indians. What profit do I make? So let's reverse the trend. And like I said, the gold board has come to rationalize the gold sector. Let us small scale mining. Let us put our rules down and be clear about it. Let us know the source of every gold that comes to the market. Let us prevent smuggling. Let us stop the Indians from smuggling our gold. And I'm telling you, we are bound for great things because soon the gold board will begin to fix our roads in our mining areas that are destroyed, beginning to build schools in the mining areas that have been destroyed and build hospitals for people who have deformities and other things that are coming from mining. You're on course. JM is on course and will succeed. And like I said, the interagency coordination between the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources and all the other state agencies, Sami Jemfi's Gold Board and other things. I wish them well, the Navy, and I know they will succeed.
And that's the latest updates on Allista's fresh leak revealing former NPP appointees engaged in another fresh scandal of state capturing. What's your take on this political strategy? Drop your view in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to PENDREAM TV and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the next political expose. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.
Debbie Kama, Mamena PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.